All your questions about the QNet independent representative terminations answered. 1. Why was there a mass termination of independent representatives? QNet is committed to seriously dealing with any practices that bring harm to the name and reputation of the company. Our compliance division has received a number of complaints about certain types of behavior by independent representatives that are in violation of QNet's policies and procedures and code of conduct. Based on the internal investigation reports, in the first batch, we have identified a total of 409 independent representatives from 22 countries who have been found in violation of various policies. These cases have been investigated and vetted by all key stakeholders. We decided to take this extreme step of mass termination in order to send a serious message to everyone that QNet has a zero-tolerance policy towards unprofessional and unethical practices. As our investigations continue, we will be announcing more and more such terminations publicly. 2. Why was it implemented? This is part of a series of initiatives to identify and address the most pressing challenges faced by the company and the independent representatives on the ground in our top markets. These challenges have a direct impact on the reputation of the company, and subsequently on business growth. One of the challenges is errant independent representative behavior, which reflects poorly on the QNet brand. By terminating independent representatives, we are able to remove them from our system, preventing them from doing further damage. 3. When will it be implemented? The first phase was rolled out on the 24th of February, but this is part of the company's commitment to running an ethical and sustainable business, and to help frame the correct and desired behavior in the network. 4. Why now? QNet didn't do anything before. QNet has always addressed complaints received about violations and has taken appropriate disciplinary action, be it suspensions, or blocking of access to the virtual office or Q account, or terminations. Over the years, we have taken action against hundreds of independent representatives all over the world. However, we have never publicized it in this manner. We have realized that it is important to send a message to not just the network but also the public that QNet does not tolerate any unethical practices being conducted in our name. QNet is committed to helping our independent representatives build a thriving business that lasts the test of time. This is only possible if we create a healthy business environment which includes training and education, awareness, support system, and internal control structures to facilitate and encourage ethical business practices. More announcements about changes to the registration process and the virtual office will be made in the weeks to come. 5. How were the independent representatives determined? Our customer support department and compliance division have received a number of complaints about violations in different countries. A thorough investigation was conducted with the help of the V ambassadors on the ground. Based on all facts and evidence gathered, we have determined the list of the first batch of IRs whose behavior conduct was clearly in violation of QNet's policies and code of conduct. Click here for a list of IR IDs affected by the terminations. 6. How do you define an errant independent representative? These errant independent representatives were reported, investigated, and found violating our policies and procedures, zero-tolerance policy, and/or code of ethics. These behaviors include, but are not limited to, joining another MLM company, misrepresentation of business, offering job opportunities, claiming it is an investment scheme, not explaining that it is a direct selling business, etc. Misrepresentation of product benefits, unauthorized usage of QNet's company name and logo, cheating prospective customers in the name of QNet. 7. What will happen to them? They have been terminated. This means they are no longer part of the QNet system and cannot access any data or commissions from QNet. If they find they are unfairly terminated, they can appeal against it by providing documentary evidence to the company within the timeline provided. However, it should be noted that these independent representatives were reported, investigated, and found in clear violation of QNet's policies and procedures, zero-tolerance policy, and/or code of ethics. 8. How does it affect me? This is a reminder to all existing QNet independent representatives to always adhere to the company's policies and procedures and code of conduct. Most importantly though, this is our message that we only want independent representatives in our network who are interested in building a professional, long-term business with us. 9. Which countries were affected? A total of 409 independent representatives from 22 countries were terminated. However, QNet's policies and procedures and code of conduct is applicable to everyone globally. It does not discriminate against any country, and investigations are done fairly and objectively with the set code of conduct and policies. 10. Was this misconduct evident in certain regions compared to others? No, there were pockets of misconduct across all regions. 11. Who can we contact if we have more questions regarding this mass termination? Please email network.integrity@qnet.net for further clarifications about the QNet IR terminations.